Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Archie Manning set the record straight about Arch's NFL future after Dallas Cowboys quip. Archie Manning hopes that Arch Manning will finish out his entire college football career at Texas before he declares for the NFL. From there, the legendary patriarch of the Manning family does not have a preferred destination for his grandson, despite his hypothetical prophecy about the Dallas Cowboys. A video that went viral on social media earlier this month turned into something much bigger than he ever expected. Both of Archie's sons, Peyton and Eli, were drafted number 1 overall in their respective NFL drafts. Their father helped to change the course of New York Giants history when he did not allow Eli to play for the San Diego Chargers. There was some chatter that the Ole Miss and New Orleans Saints legend could take a similar approach to Arch's future after his playful comments last week. The 72-year-old was approached by a patron at his bar in the Big Easy with a hypothetical situation about his grandson's career trajectory. The patron shoved a camera in Archie's face and asked him where he wants Arch to play as a pro. He threw out the Cowboys. First and foremost, the guy with the phone is the perfect example of the declining decorum in society. There is no need to force a phone upon an unsuspecting celebrity in the name of clout. It was also pretty clear that Archie was not serious. He played along because he is an overwhelmingly nice individual. Dallas was the first team that came to mind. Archie Manning was not demanding the Cowboys to draft Arch Manning in 3 years. And yet, the headline still ran with it. Sports Illustrated decided to follow up on Archie's hypothetical comment about Arch's NFL future. He very quickly shut it down. That is something that just kind of got out of hand. I was just being nice to a patron. I told him I hoped Arch would play 3 years of college football, and he said, and then maybe to the Cowboys? I said that'd be fine with me. I didn't know he was going to put that on TikTok or whatever. I don't know what TikTok is. I didn't know it was going to go viral, as they say. Stephen Jones praises Mike McCarthy for doing an outstanding job despite the Cowboys' injury struggles. Mike McCarthy's ability to keep the Dallas Cowboys competitive despite injuries could influence whether the team offers him a contract extension. I think he's done outstanding, Executive Vice President of Personnel Stephen Jones said on Wednesday after the NFL's winter meetings. I mean, our guys are playing hard and he's got them competing. That was a tough game the other night, but guys played hard. McCarthy, who is in the final year of his contract, helped lead the Cowboys 5-8 to 3 consecutive 12-win seasons, including 2 NFC East titles, before things started to go wrong this year. The Cowboys were 3-5 when Dak Prescott was injured and out for the season. Many defensive players, including star edge rusher Micah Parsons, have also missed multiple games. When you're owning/managing a football team, you look at everything. It would be irresponsible not to, Jones said about considering the team's injuries when evaluating McCarthy's performance. I know our fans and opponents don't look at everything, but we do. Parsons' return helped the team win 2 straight games, but Dallas lost 27-20 at home to Cincinnati on Monday night due to a critical mistake on special teams after a blocked punt. The Cowboys have had 4 heavy losses and have lost 4 games by just 1 score. Hats off to Mike, Jones said. When you look around the league, sometimes you see a lot of teams that start like that and they're thinking about next year. And Mike's got everybody focused on winning each and every game. Under McCarthy, the Cowboys haven't had playoff success, going 1-3. They were beaten badly by Green Bay in the wild card round of last season's playoffs, but owner Jerry Jones made few changes to the roster. When asked if a decision about McCarthy's future had been made, Stephen Jones said, "We're talking about the next game." When asked if Bill Belichick was ever considered, Jones replied, "We're worried about the next game." Gut-wrenching loss leaves the Cowboys with not much to discuss beyond coach Mike McCarthy's future. The gut-wrenching malfunction for the Cowboys after what could have been their game-winning blocked punt did more than cost Dallas a victory against Cincinnati. Amani Oruwariye's gaffe in the final 2 minutes of the Bengals' 27-20 win effectively ended a 3-year playoff run for the Cowboys, 5-8, although odds for reaching the postseason were steep either way. Now, talk turns once and for all to the future of coach Mike McCarthy in the final year of his contract. Speculation intensified with a shocking wild-card loss to Green Bay last January and hasn't let up. Two of the team's biggest stars, quarterback Dak Prescott and pass rusher Micah Parsons, have backed McCarthy in the past week. Prescott, who played 8 games before season-ending surgery on a torn hamstring, is particularly important because this is his second season with McCarthy as his play caller. Dallas had one of the best offenses in the NFL the first year, although the encore never seemed to get on track. The Cowboys, who visit Carolina on Sunday, have already committed to Prescott for at least 3 more seasons with a deal on a $240 million, 4-year contract that was reached on opening day in September. The only declaration owner and general manager Jerry Jones has made is there won't be a coaching change during the season. The measuring stick for McCarthy was always supposed to be how deep he could get Dallas in the postseason. The storied franchise hasn't even been to an NFC Championship game since the club's 5th Super Bowl victory to cap the 1995 season. Prescott's injury made the playoff question moot, and it doesn't help that 7-time All-Pro right guard Zach Martin will miss the final 7 games because of an ankle injury. Parsons sat 4 games with a sprained ankle, the last 3 of which were the start of a 5-game losing streak. The club's second-best pass rusher, DeMarcus Lawrence, hasn't played since Week 4 because of a foot injury. Mike is an outstanding coach, Jones said after the loss to the Bengals. A lot of what he's about, some of the benefits that we're having out there, we're gaining from the type coach that he is. And so there's an old adage, when you start thinking about any coaches, you better give it a good look, because he's one of the most outstanding, Jones said. I've spoken to that about any consideration I'm having, but this was a hard one for him tonight. I'm sure. It was hard for everyone on the Dallas side. For Jones, it brought back haunting memories of Thanksgiving Day 1993, when Leon Lett inexplicably tried to recover a blocked field goal that should have won the game for Dallas. Miami got another chance and made a short field goal on the final play of a 16-14 win. Cowboys special teams coach John Fassel was frantically trying to make sure nobody touched the ball after it passed the line of scrimmage on Nick Vigil's block. Oruwariye never hesitated trying to corral the bouncing ball, and his touching it allowed Cincinnati to recover at the Bengals' 43-yard line. Now Dallas has to switch to playing for pride. Just do the math, McCarthy said. We're still in a hole. So, we need a tremendous amount of help, just being Captain Obvious here. This one stings. We had to have this one. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Mike McCarthy? Leave your opinion in the comments.